Hi, I'm Dr. Dyan Haspel-Johnson, and it is time for a sleep tip. So I was thinking about, with hypnosis and self-hypnosis, one of the most powerful things is to use metaphor. Why? Because the unconscious speaks in metaphor. That's why when we have dreams, we often dream these weird images or these weird stories. We dream in metaphor. I think it's one of the other reasons that we connect with stories, fairy tales, myths, things like that, particularly as children, because those things are hypnotic. And when people tell us a compelling story, we actually get hypnotized by it. We get absorbed in it. The time seems to speed by, or if it's not such a good story, slow down. We become, becomes almost automatic. And there's a lot of hypnotic characteristics that occur when we're listening to stories, telling stories, and using metaphors. It's a way to connect to the unconscious. So I've been thinking about the way that intrusive thoughts happen, particularly when we're trying to go to sleep or when we wake in the night, or when we have anxiety or sleep anxiety, those kinds of things. And I was thinking I think that they almost seem to have like this texture to them. Like if I was to describe the experience of insomnia, that the way people have described it to me, the way I have experienced it in my life before I started doing self-hypnosis, or on the occasion that I have more difficulty sleeping, I almost feel like a sense of this frustration of those thoughts feel like they're kind of intrusive, or almost like if they had a texture, it would be sharp and pointy, because I want smooth sailing. I want to close my eyes and I want to just drift off to this beautiful wave of sleep. And sleep actually moves in waves. I don't know if you know this, but it moves from rapid eye movement to non-rapid eye movement, and it does that. And each time it does that, it cycles through. It actually cycles, and it moves in these waves. And then you have these kind of sharp sleep spindles and things like that. But ultimately, you have waves and slower brain waves. So when I designed my online self-hypnosis training program and sleep set with sleep audios, I'm very mindful of these waves and trying to get people to learn how to get to those slow, smooth brain waves where the brain kind of slows down and can get the deepest, most supportive, restful sleep. Those slow waves are the waves where we get our deepest sleep and our most consolidating sleep, where a lot of important things happen with memory and where we feel the most rested. So we need those deep, slow waves in order to be well rested. So going back for a second to what I was talking about with regards to texture, I was thinking about the experience that we have when we're having insomnia or disruptions in our sleep or restless leg or snoring or these kinds of things, and how those things feel kind of, I think, texturally sharp. They feel a little more jarring. And so one idea that I had for you is that maybe you can visualize something smooth, particularly like a figure 8 or like a circle, and imagine that, or imagine how it would feel in your fingers to be touching something that's smooth. And you can touch your fingers if your fingers are smooth, or you could touch the back of your hand, or you could touch some part of your belly and just feel the smoothness of that if you like, if that feels comfortable for you, or feel the sheets and feel the smoothness of the sheets, the groundedness of that. You could feel it with your feet as well. You can just tell yourself, you can think about smooth words, words that have an S or a soft C, things like that. You can think about music that's smooth and rhythmic and soft. Things like that can sometimes soothe the mind and help take your brain to different places than those intrusive thoughts. You can change it metaphorically. So I don't know. It's kind of an interesting concept, I think, and I hope it maybe helps you. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear your feedback. And go to the link in my profile. Check out my website where I have lots of blogs and resources and things like that. And where, if you're interested, you can be part of my community and learn some self-hypnosis for sleep. All right. I hope this helps, and sweet dreams.